unfortunate.
Hi. In just a minute, we'll come back to Shorty, a boy who doesn't like to lose. But first, I want you to meet some young friends of mine who are here to watch Breakthrough with you. This is Charles Hinkle, Janie Jernigan, Donna Upshaw, and Bill Hamby. And I'm Gene Atkins. A little later, we'll interrupt the story of Shorty and talk about what's going on. Right now, let's get back to Shorty at the school gym. Are you all set?
Oh, looks like you're pinned, Shorty. Your fault, Bill. Good match, boys.
Except Bill beat me again.
Well, you lasted almost 3 minutes, Shorty, and you broke out of a hold that looked like a sure pin. That's not bad at all, considering Bill has a 15-pound weight advantage on you.
Yeah, Coach. I keep telling Shorty he needs more weight if he's going to get anywhere in sports.
Well, weight is important in many sports, the right kind of weight, that is. But it isn't everything you need. There's leverage, skill and endurance, the will to win. All right, you two cool off for a minute and then head for the shower, huh? Rest of you, twice around the track and a steady jog, no walk. Come on, huh? Let's get twice around and remember, no walk.
See? What I tell you, it does take more than weight. So? I have more than weight. You know what I mean. An athlete's got to have skill, endurance, and a will to win. Yeah, but what if the will to win won't win? You've got to face the facts, Shorty. A rabbit can't make a tiger. I'm no rabbit and you're no tiger, and today it took you long to beat me. Yeah, you're getting tough to beat. But sports are supposed to be fun, Shorty. Don't take this stuff so serious. Don't take it so serious? How else is a guy my weight going to get anywhere? Oh, you weigh plenty. For your size, that is. Yeah, I know. Why don't you try out for the 6th grade baseball team next spring? You're good at baseball. You could play... Yeah, that's it. You could play shortstop. Listen, it's no joke being shorter in height than anybody else my age. All I said was maybe you could play baseball. I don't want to play baseball. I want to wrestle and play basketball. And most of all, I want to play football. Shorty, about this football stuff. A lot of the bigger kids know you're a lot smaller. And, well, they've been taking it easy with you on the scrimmages. What do you mean? Like who, for instance? Like Roy Porter and Larry Benz and Bo Zavlin. Want me to name some more? Like me? You mean they're not really playing against me? They all like you, Shorty. But if you ever get on the field in a regular game, you'll be murdered. Well, listen, you just tell them guys nobody has to take it easy with me. I'm just as tough as they are, and I'm playing for keeps. I'll show you guys I can make the team without any nursemaids looking after me. Oh, Shorty! Shorty, me, just pass the word and tell them I'm just like anybody else on the field, okay? I don't... All I'm asking is will you tell them, okay? All right, but you're going to look like raw hamburger. That's my business and nobody else's. Well, nice knowing you. Hi, Coach.
Hey, Shorty, don't overdo this exercise bit. You can't grow 15 pounds of muscle in one day.
Coach, would you do something for me?
Sure, I guess I would.
Would you call me David instead of Shorty?
Well, sure, Dave. I should have asked you what you wanted to be called, but with everyone calling you Shorty, I just assumed.
Yeah, everybody just takes one look at me and thinks my name should be Shorty. And I hate it. And I hate being too light and too short and too nothing.
Hey, ease up a minute, Dave. Huh? Dave, every now and then you find a boy who seems to be good at everything, but there aren't many like that. Most of us have to live with all kinds of limitations. things we can't do. But there are always other things we can do if we work at them. Me, I could play football. I just seem to have a knack for it. But it was basketball I really wanted to play. My dad had been a terrific player, and I wanted to be one, make him proud of me. Oh, I was pretty good. Not quite good enough. I just didn't have the speed and the spring in my legs. It was something I had to learn to live with.
Well, I want to learn to live with being little. I want to play football, and I'm going to. All I ask is a half a chance.
You'll have your chance, Dave. Every boy is judged on the same basis. How much can he do for the team? It's the team that wins ball games, not individuals.
I'm sorry I yelled, Coach.
That's all right. It takes fight to make a good athlete. I wish some of my bigger boys had your spunk.
Coach, when they choose the All-Americans, do they only choose big guys?
I never heard of any weight limitations. Is that your dream, to be an All-American?
Sure would be great.
Yes, it would. And after you became an All-American, what then? What do you dream for yourself after that? Or is that all you want to be?
How about that, Mitch? It says right here. I wonder if it's for true. I thought the only way you could get taller was to wear elevator heels. But it sure says so. Who says what says, Matt? Nothing. Hi, Bill. Shorty home? If you mean my brother David, the answer is no. Well, just who else around here is called Shorty? Not a giant like you, that's for sure. I said he isn't here, and I'm busy. Okay, if Shorty comes home, ask him if he'd like to pass a few. He can use some pointers. Not from you, he can. He's already a better passer than you, Leatherface. Ah, come off it, tidbit. Shorty will never make the team. He's too little. That's all you know. David can do 22 push-ups without stopping. Sure he can. And he can play baseball, too. But he better stay off the football field before somebody steps on him. Well, so long, Tidbit. Stop calling me Tidbit. Sure, Tidbit. What's all the noise out here, man? Your friend Bill, I told him you weren't home. What'd you do that for? He made me mad. What happened to your face? Football. Things all at once got a little tougher this afternoon. What do you mean? Nothing. What if you don't make the team? I mean, won't you feel kind of stupid? I'll make it. I've got to. The list will be out in 2 weeks. Dave, you want to put on some weight? I know how you can. Well, you mean like eating a big bunch of bananas, then drinking a gallon of water just before you get on the scales we weigh, like some prize fighters do? No, I heard of this one guy. He wore a heavy lead belt underneath his shirt, and he gained 20 pounds. Look, Dave, this is for real. It says right here you can order a gizmo that'll make you gain weight and even make you taller, too. Oh, don't believe everything you read. I'm just telling you what it says. Taller and heavier. Oh, huh? Hey, it sure says that. Instant muscles. I wonder. Do you have any money? Me? Any money? What about you? Not that much. Just $3.99 plus a small fee for postage and handling. By small, they always mean at least 50 cents. 50 cents. We could both use it. That would be like getting 2 for the price of 1. Yeah! If we had the price of 1.
Hey! Anybody home?
Hi, Dad! You're late, aren't you?
No, I'm a little early, in fact.
Hi, Dad. Mom's next door. Can I take your call? You want a glass of water or something? We clean out the glass, just like you asked us.
Yeah, but that was 2 weeks ago. If somebody's in trouble.
Of course not. We're just glad to see you, huh, David? Yeah, just glad you're home. I'm kidding you, Maxie.
No, somebody broke a window. Midge buried a bone in the pansy bed. You ran a lawnmower through your mother's 3-piece. Well, give.
Well, it's like this, Dad. We were wondering if you'd rent us a couple of weeks. A couple of month's allowance.
Oh, now we're getting somewhere. How much money and what for?
It's for something real healthy, Dad. Educational, too.
Educational? They haven't changed these ads for 3 years. Well, now, there's nothing wrong with an exerciser, but it doesn't guarantee instant muscles.
We know that. It might even take 2 weeks. What's the matter with us anyway, Dad? Did we have something wrong with us when we were babies that made us small?
Well, you had something called heredity.
Everybody in the whole school calls me Shorty. That's not as bad as Tidbit.
David, Matt, you know something? They used to call me Shorty, too.
They called you Shorty.
Well, sure, why not? I'm not exactly a giant, you know.
Never thought of you being little. Me neither.
Well, thank you, boys.
It's just $3.99 plus a small fee for postage and handling. Called Shorty?
Well, sure I did. I can recall getting and giving several bloody noses over that name.
Hey, what about the gizmo? It wouldn't hurt to try, would it, Dad?
No, it never hurts to try. In fact, I used to wish I had one of those myself. Oh, we'll have to talk about this later, boys. I've got a very important errand to run right away.
Is it something we can do for you?
No, afraid not. I'll be back in half an hour. Stick around, will you? We'll try to talk about it later.
Is it what we think it is? You go with that, you go!
There's a speech that goes with this. And this is it. Wanting to try new things, like this, that's fine. That's how people find out what they can and can't do. Finding out what you cannot do, that's just as important as finding out what you can do. You remember Thomas Edison we talked about? He said that every scientist has to find out 99 ways a thing won't work before he'll find out the 100th way it will work. But those 99 experiments are just as important as the 100th.
Is that a speech?
Well, did you want me to say more?
No, maybe we better open the box first. You want to go get my scout knife for
That's
the
a good idea, Matt. How's the football coming, Dave?
Pretty good. Coach can't keep everybody who's trying out.
Yes, well, that's the hardest part of the coach's job. Telling some boys they're not as good as the others.
Did you play football?
No, I never had the chance. It didn't stop me from dreaming about being All-American, though.
Gee, you told?
Sure. There I'd be, intercepting a pass behind the goal line, racing down the field. The crowd goes wild. Little Shorty McGill, dodging all the tacklers, going 108 yards for the winning touchdown. How's that sound?
Pretty good.
Yes, well, I guess all boys have dreams like that.
Yeah, but you have to have the breaks for them to come true. Got the knife!
I wouldn't call it breaks, David. Abraham Lincoln didn't depend on breaks to become president.
But he wasn't short.
Yeah, well, Ulysses S. Grant was short. He wasn't as tall as I am.
Got the knife! I know, but he just wanted to be president. He didn't want to play football.
For goodness sakes, Matt, why don't you open this box? How do you know what Ulysses S. Grant wanted to be when he was your age? I bet they called him Shorty. No, a man's dream can change, David. And a new dream can be as important as the old one.
My dream hasn't changed. I still want to make that football team. Hey, look at this! Just a bunch of springs stuck on the screen door.
Here, let me show you how it works. Hey, it really makes you stretch, you know? Well, maybe I'm a little too old to grow. Here, you try.
I'll count and you stretch. 1, 2, 3, stretch. 1, 2, 3, stretch.
88 pounds...
Dad wasn't exercising. Pretty good, huh?
You don't look so well today.
I think it was something I ate yesterday. I didn't sleep very good last night.
David, I wanted to talk to you before I post the list.
Did I make the squad?
Well, it was a difficult decision, David. The regulations require that the squad be cut down to 24 boys. My decision lay between you and Terry Myers. Terry's quite small, compared to your new weight. But he's exceptionally good at kicking points after touchdown. However, since you weigh 88 pounds now, I suppose we could use you as a fullback to buck the line for those extra points. What do you think of that?
You mean Terry would be dropped?
Yeah, I hate to tell him the news. He practiced all summer on place kicking. In fact, I think I'll wait until tomorrow to tell him. Then I'll post the list.
Then I made the team?
Why don't you drop in tomorrow morning, first thing?
Sure thing. What for, Coach?
Oh, just to chat again, Well, David, by the way, if you know of any students who want to be assistant managers, you let me know. We need a couple of them.
Sure thing, Coach. What's they have to do?
Oh, they work on equipment. They check in uniforms and towels. They keep track of plays. They act as chain men during a game. You know, it takes more than players to make a football team. So you let me know.
Sure, I'll do that, Coach.
David, just one more question. Why was it so important you're making the team?
Well, I guess I just wanted to play football.
I mean, really, why? Was it to help the team win games, to really play? Or so you could say that you made the team? Why don't you think about that, David?
Shorty is certainly faced with a difficult decision. What do you think he'll do?
Well, if he was going to be real fair, I would think he should let the other boy go because he gained his pounds a little unjustly, if you ask me.
Yes, I think so, too.
Well, have you ever wanted to do something you couldn't do?
Sure have.
What was it?
Make better grades in school.
What would you do about that if you wanted to do better?
Well, work hard, but cheating is kind of like what Shorty was doing, like looking at somebody else's paper. Shorty's been kind of like looking on another paper in football.
Have either of you girls wanted to play football?
I played well with your brother. I did, too.
Are you going to try for it in high school, do you think?
No.
Why?
Well, it's too rough. Well, it's sort of uncivilized, really, because all the people come charging at you.
Well, do you think that there are limitations on what a girl can do or what a boy can do?
Yes. Well, a girl's come back at least halfway civilized.
Don't you think boys do?
Well, boys can get away with it most of the time.
No.
More than girls can.
Have you ever been sorry you were a girl or sorry you were a boy?
Sure.
What did you do about it?
Well, I went up into my room and I sort of pout for a minute. And then I sort of cool off and just go on.
How do you get used to the idea that you are what you are?
Well, you just gotta face the music and realize that you are that way. There's no change in it. God made you that way, and there's nobody that can change you back.
How do you adjust to that? How do you face the music?
Well, I tried to play the piano one time, and I looked at the book, and I could just peck out just a few notes, and I never could.
Even now, when I'm practicing the piano, I'm not too sure whether I'm really doing it or not. I'm just doing it because I have to.
When do you think you'll know?
Well, when I get up in front of an audience of about 1,000 people and find out I don't know how to play a note.
Have you ever faced the music with yourself?
Well, it's awfully hard. It's awfully hard to do it. If you want to do something real bad and you know that you can't do it, then it's just awfully hard to tell yourself that you can't do it. But you have to say it sometimes.
Do you think tall people are better than short people, or strong people are better than weak people, or
No.
or boys are better than girls, or?
They all have their qualities.
They have different qualities. What do you mean by that, Donna?
Girls can do special things. Girls can do lots of things, and boys can do lots of things, and strong men can do lots of things, and weak men can do lots of things. And it all differs. I mean, no two people are exactly alike.
When do you know that you've tried enough? When do you give up?
Well,
Or do you?
really in life you don't hardly ever give up. Some things you will lessen down on. In fact, some things you will almost stop, and you just never give up, I don't think, on anything in life.
I think there is a time that you will give up. Well, when everything is just really come to an end, when nothing else can be done about it. When you know you can't do it, then, I mean, if you can't do something, you have to tell yourself that you can't do it. I mean, it's just the way he is. I mean, if he can't do it, then he can't do it, and nothing will change it.
What can you do for someone with limitations like this? How can you help them?
Give them a fair chance. You shouldn't just say, well, you don't have this quality, and that's too bad. You're out of luck. You should give them a chance to do those things.
Well, say the person wasn't, well, they didn't act very nice or anything like that, but they played baseball good. At least give them a chance to play or show that they're good in something.
Well, when you've done all you can do and find out that you still can't do some things you want to do, what can you do besides just give up?
Try something else. When you find out that you can't do something, it's not the end of the world. There's always lots of other things ahead of us.
Why isn't it the end of the world?
Well, there are many, many other things that we can do besides just that particular thing. And we'll get over. Someday we may even forget that we even wanted that thing that badly.
How do you find out what else you can do?
Well, by trying.
You have to venture out, sort of. You have to experiment with different things. If one doesn't succeed, go on to the next one.
All right, let's get back to Shorty. It's the next afternoon, and Shorty is back home after another talk with the coach.
Would you like to work out a little? Work out for what? You don't have to take it out on Midge. It isn't her fault you didn't make the team. It wasn't my fault I didn't make the team, is it? I did everything I could, even more. Who wanted to play football anyway? I did. You and your big exercise gizmo. Anyway, we'd be big guys just to swap ancestors with somebody. Well, just like Midge. She's a little old lumpy dog, and that's all she'll ever be. But we like Midge. She's Midge. Yeah, I know. And I'm David McGill, a real great guy. Huh? That's what Coach said this morning. We had a real long talk. What do coaches and athletes talk about when they talk? Well, maybe the main reason I wanted to make the team was so people would think I'm bigger than I am. Did Coach say that? Yeah, mostly I said that. Well, Coach said he needs a couple of assistant managers. Mostly he means chainmen. Chainmen? Chip Thomas was a chainman last year, and he's younger than you. He's my age. Yeah, I know. That's why I said no. A great big no. And Chip isn't much bigger than me either. So, what's next? What do we do now? Just go on being Short Off David and Matt McGill. Big Shorty and Little Shorty. Oh, Little Shorty. Hey, I thought you liked birthday. Where you going? There I'll be. Little Shorty McGill, racing down the sideline. The whole crowd watching. Then I stretch out the chain and yell, first down! Hey, wait a minute! Coach said he needs 2 train men. No, that's the name. You're pretty cool. Yeah, hi, Little Shorty. Hi, Big Shorty.
Big Shorty and Little Shorty. I kind of like that too. But you know, I just had a thought. We know a lot about a man named Jesus, but no one knows exactly how tall he was or how short. Well, we must be going, but before we do, I want to say thanks to Charles Hinkle, Janie Jernigan, Donna Upshaw, and Bill Hamby for being with us. I'll see you again next week on Breakthrough.